we would never ever have to sell these items. But the reality is, what's the statistic of how many packages have been stolen off porches and all that kind of stuff? Well, it's like one every so many seconds.
It happens all the time. And the funny thing is, before these, we were not aware of it. Now we have the proof. Now it's that simple.
Right.
And the thing is, video doorbells have been very popular. We sell the other brands out there too. Do you know the fastest growing security company out there? It is a Eufy. We've tried all the other ones and people like them, but they get tired of those fees.
The monthly
So all of a sudden they're like, wait a second, there's a company out there that gives us better tech, which we're gonna get into, and no monthly monitoring fees. Hold the phone.
Yeah.
And that's why people are going away from those other brands and trying Eufy.
So once you buy this tonight, you never pay another cent.
Correct.
Okay, great, easy.
Yeah.
All right, and then you're like, okay, I bet you it's really bad.
Well, actually, that's another thing. So at the Consumer Electronics Show, CES, Eufy's also winning awards for the tech. Because it'd be one thing if it was just grainy and cheap, but no. So let me introduce you to
didn't Forbes magazine say that they're one of the...
They're one of the top rated.
Yeah,
right?
top rated security for your home.
And that's just it, just on the tech alone. But then when you get into the aspect of no more monthly fees, because normally you can get a live view. You can get a notice on your phone, you go to see who's at the front door, if you catch them in the moment. What happens with Eufy, it records that action on board and stores it on board. 8 gigabytes worth. It's going to be different in terms of every household, how much is on there. I'm going to put this camera right over on you. Boom. Look at that quality, which is just great. Nice, easy. Actually, I think we've zoomed in. I can zoom out because you can see how much coverage is there. But please notice, that is one camera. Then there's another camera right down here at the bottom. There are 2 cameras on this video doorbell. So I'm going to take that picture off of you for a second, just so everyone can see what I'm talking about. There's that front-facing camera, which a lot of doorbells have it because it faces forward. You see the steps. You see whatever's right in front of you.
Okay.
There's a camera down below to actually get down at your doormat to see the packages. Suzanne is so excited her packages are going to be on camera.
That's brilliant.
Isn't it? And then what are you also going to notice? Boom. There's a light down here at the bottom, even a light up here at the top. So you're getting full color night vision. Not to mention you're not at home and away. Someone comes up on the porch. There's motion sensors that's going to trip this light. That'll scare them away as well. And it's all battery operated, which you don't have to worry about being hardwired. Some of us have a doorbell, we want to hardwire it, which is also nice. It has that option.
So you can hardwire it.
You can hardwire it, which is great, but also the battery on here, what people appreciate about it, it's the parent company's Anchor. They know battery lives, they know management. So it has the dual cameras, which is awesome. It has the, boom, it has that chime, which is great because it is notifying me at the door. It's going to notify me on my phone, my tablet.
I was going to say, that's ringing on your phone.
Yep, and even on your Alexa at home. So you have chimes all throughout your house just by adding this door. And remember, no more monthly fees.
And no wiring to even do this. Like, it's going to do it all through your Wi-Fi.
Correct.
Okay, got
exactly.
it.
So real quick, this is, again, the monthly fee. I'm going to pull this one up because this is our video doorbell. This is our HSN doorbell. So we just made a move, right? So what I'm allowed to do, I see you live, which is great. Suzanne, I can go back, and it's going to tell me everything we captured today. I can go back not just 24 hours, but I can go all the way back to July 1st when we first launched this. By the way, I think this is our last presentation. And we had it set up in studio. What did it capture me doing? Boom. Capture me zhuzhing and getting ready because what was recorded was stored on board. This is the other thing I appreciate, though. I'm going to go back. That was a week. I'm going to go back all of June, no monthly fee. May, no monthly fee. April. May, March, I'm going backwards, February, no monthly fees. Go back to the 27th, boom. This is when we had a Eufy TS at our old studio in HSN, boom. And all of that is captured and stored on board. No membership, no third party, no cloud or anything like that. That's why more and more people are going towards Eufy. Remember that old place? And that's where, again, people just love it. It moved with me. I own that footage.
Right.
I can download it. I can do all that great stuff. But it's just the convenience of all that tech, but no more fees.
Well, we have a really popular one. We have a little place up in Michigan, right? And we have it. And it's just really basically to check on because we're not up there. So we want to see what's going on, look at the weather, see what's happening. Thank goodness where it's at, it's very safe. So we're not really too concerned about anybody coming by and stealing anything. It doesn't really happen where that place is. But what I dislike is I cannot see the video review because we don't want to pay the monthly fee for it.
You don't. It adds
so
up.
if I happen to really, like, they had a huge ice storm and we really needed to see what was going on. And of course, I couldn't go back and check anything. I had to see it live and and the police want that too. If you're trying to get some assistance, trust me, if you've got video proof, that's what they want. It helps them find the bad guys or the bad person, right? What's good about this is you're not paying that monthly fee, and basically all the other services you have to pay monthly to get that video. You might get it for 24 hours, but guess what? If it's any longer than that, then you have to start paying for it.
Exactly.
And typically when something happens, you think, oh, did I get the video? Oh, or you need to go refer back to something. Like you might say disputing a package arrived or it didn't arrive. And you're like, no, it never, here's the footage.
Yeah.
Time-stamped of that time, and now you've got proof of it.
And you're not
paying
for it. I remember when we first launched Eufy here, and one of the hosts, she questioned me. They like to do that to us sometimes. And she's like, well, we don't pay for our recording. And I'm like, no, you probably do. Just check. She asked her husband, Eddie. Can you figure out who it was?
Yes.
Yeah. And Eddie was like, oh, no, we pay for it. It's on my credit card. And that's just it. We don't want to think about the payments, but they do start to add up. It's called fee fatigue. Your camera, this one doesn't need it. Netflix, sure, all those other ones, it starts to add up.
Right.
So one thing I just want to point out, again, it's very easy for you to set up, which is great. I'm not home right now, but I can pull up my place over here because I don't need to have a wired doorbell. My system in my condo doesn't have doorbells, right? So boom, all of a sudden I can pull up my screen. Sorry, our Wi-Fi in here's, our Wi-Fi is a little tired tonight. Actually, I'm going to pull up this one because this is the one on the front of our table. Again, most cameras will just give you that straight ahead view, right? I don't know if you can see down below. It actually allows me to see what's down there, and I can pinch and zoom, and there's my Eufy package. It's at the door.
And you can really actually read the words.
Because we haven't even talked about that. It's 2K quality footage, which is important.
So wait, the best TVs out there are 4K. This is 2K.
Right.
Okay.
And remember,
just real quick, I'm sorry, Bill. I have about 200 of these remaining, and that's it. It is your last chance, final airing. We're $60 off. We have 5 flex pays. You can get it home for $24. Pay it off in 5 months, and we even have free shipping tonight. So this is now final and last chance and last quantities before it's gone. You'll never ever pay a monthly bill. But here's the key, you're gonna have the video. And it's you have the video. It's not on some cloud that you gotta figure out where it's at. You physically will have the video you'll get from there. And you don't have to take it off and do something.
There's no card or anything.
Like, how do you get to the video?
Okay, perfect. So like, I'll just quickly show you guys this one. This is my door down in Florida. I'm not there right now, but I can see what's happening. So this is live. This is live, and this is what happens. You get the notifications, but then you go look at it live, and they're gone. But you can kind of see. This is you can do the split screen that I saw you before, or showed you before, or picture in picture. Because what do you see down there at the door? I flip it around, and boom. It just flipped it. There's my zoom in. I can read the package. Hi, Bill. It's right there because that's the live feed. But the benefit is I can go back not just 24 hours. That was back to January. Let's go back to today. Boom. All this stuff is stored right here, conveniently on board. I can scroll through. This is everything in the office or up here.
Can I ask you a question? So is it automatically because of the Wi-Fi downloading it into the system always?
Yes, it captures it, saves it.
Okay.
And what you can see over here, like there's the...
So I don't have to link to the ring, the doorbell?
No, it automatically, like, it's funny, here's my neighbor Ron doing his thing in the hallway.
Have you ever caught anything funny happening in the hallway when you weren't there?
Oh, yeah. I mean, my favorite, Suzanne, is, what time did I get home? And like, I forget. I'm like, let's go back and look at the camera and see what happened.
Was that?
And it's right.
You're staggering down the hallway.
It just captures all of this great stuff. Actually, I think I can even go back. See, what day did I move? Boom,
funny, see you moving out.
What was it? It was the 27th. Boom, confirm. And I put this. Oh, yeah, here we go. There's Ron. There's my neighbor. Here's me. The 27th. And again, sometimes it's the Porch Pirates, but sometimes it's these little moments. I'm hauling everything out the door with me. And I got my pillows, getting on the train.
Aww.
Bye.
Aww.
And you can share your accounts, but more importantly, I like the fact that it's stored on board. And let me just show you real quick how simple this is to install, because that's where people are like, I can't do this.
Right.
You come up here, you hit the plus sign, you add a device, takes you through it, right? Please notice everything that Eufy offers with no fees. They have floodlights, they have other security cameras, they have smart locks, they have the video doorbell, they even have cleaning your robot, they have self-care baby monitors, smart pet cameras and all that, even outdoor lights. So boom, we come down here to our video doorbell. The hardest part you're really gonna have is remembering your Wi-Fi password. You come down here, you take that little QR code selfie, it takes you through that process. See?
No kidding, they even put the QR code on there.
Now the QR code's right there, so you don't have to have the box. Oh, found it. Thank you very much. Again, remembering your Wi-Fi. Here we go. Put our Wi-Fi password in. Work with me, people. Here we go. Boom. And all of a sudden, next thing you know, next, we get on Wi-Fi.
Press the sync button until you hear the beep.
And normally we do not do live demonstrations like this because it's really laborious and complicated, but the best part about it is you take a...
Connecting to the Wi-Fi network. Please wait.
Connecting to the Wi-Fi.
And it told you everything you need to know.
Yeah. That's how simple Eufy is. So get it set up, see what's going on. Remember, you're not limited.
Setup was successful.
Awesome, we just did it.
Okay. Oh, that
Let's
was
go
easy.
vacation time. Actually, I have this funny doorbell. Well, it's not funny. Doorbell. knock, 12:30. I'm like, who the heck's at the door at 12:30? I'm like, I'm not getting up. This becomes your peephole. I literally pulled it up on my phone and I'm like, it's the sheriff. I'm like,
whoops.
My car got hit. It was on the street, and they were able to look at the license plate. And then
came up to tell you.
And I mean, get chills remembering because I was like, the sheriff's at the door. I probably should go see what's up.
Yeah.
And that's just it. We don't want to be, we can't always be at the door. This allows us to very easily, most importantly, you're paying for great tech, the lights, the illumination, the 2K footage, but then you're saving because all the stuff that you're capturing is not a monthly fee. No monitoring, no, you have the ability to own it, look back when you want, and heck, we moved and I brought it with me. And yes, you have two-way talk, so you can actually talk to people as well.
Which is great. So when the sheriff was there, if you weren't home, you could literally say, hey, why are you at my door?
I was literally like, give me a moment, because I had to get dressed. But yes.
In your skivvies. No, but isn't that nice? Because you could be in, that could be Florida, and you could be here in Pennsylvania. And literally someone's at your door, and you can say, hey, I can't come to the door right now, just leave the package there.
Right.
Like it could be a solicitor, somebody trying to sell you something. You're like, hey, and you say, I can't come to the door. I'll tell you what happened to ours, and again, I have a different brand, but it's the monthly brand one that I don't pay for because I don't want to have to pay monthly. So it's kind of a waste, right? Because if anything were to happen, I have no video for it. But the benefit was one time we were at our boat and we were spending the night, and my phone alerted me, and I looked, and there's this guy with his package walking back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It was like 2:30 in the morning, and I'm pretty far away from our house, right? And I'm like, what's he doing? So I called the police. I said, hey, there's some kind of strange guy walking back and forth. I'm not sure what he's doing. It was making me nervous. They said, you know what? We'll go check. So I called, police department. They go check. They come to my door, and through the system, I was talking to him, and he said, well, it looks fine. We went around your house. There's not. We're talking through my doorbell, basically. He said, it looks fine, no problem. And then he said, by the way, you've got packages sitting here. Do you want me to go hide these in the bushes? And I go, thank you, officer, so much. Right. It was so thoughtful. All of that happened through my door. Through my right there in the door.
I got one for my mom, and I see her in the morning. Sometimes I catch her, I'm like, hey, have a good day. She starts talking to me at the doorbell. I'm like, Mom, this conversation is going to be a little long. You might want to go inside. We'll get on the phone. But it's just nice to have eyes on, see that your place is great. And remember, the one you have probably does not have that illumination, which I think is a great, huge added feature.
And it doesn't have double cameras. That low camera is really brilliant.
Isn't it cool? And actually, let me just show you another quick footage. I captured some stuff. This one. Nope, that's me leaving. It has smart detection. So yes, you'll get a notification of the humans there, but see how it can identify that there's a package or two at the door, puts in that little AI window. So you get a notification. That dual lens is because there's a camera here and a camera there as well. And remember, with that illumination, you have full color night vision down and up, which is awesome. I love the fact that it's just a deterrent. Someone comes up on the porch and they catches the motion, starts recording. These lights come on. Up. You're not home. You forgot to leave a light on or whatever. It is a smart enough system alone for those features. It's great. Yeah. But then when you realize all this stuff is just going to be stored on board with no monthly fee, whether it's, and actually I do like the sharing aspect because you can look back, but boom, that was a week ago for no monthly fee, but a whole month, and then we go back to today. And that's where it's just so simple to set up, to enjoy the quality of what you're capturing, having eyes on your property. It's travel season. But then again, it could be the kids coming and going from school because you're back to work. More and more people, the fastest growing home security company is Eufy, primarily because of the feeless experience.
Right, and that's a big deal. You will save so much money. Like, it's almost stupid that we have a system that we don't have the video for, because I'm too cheap to actually pay for the video.
It
but
adds
it's
up,
useless.
You're smart.
It does, but it's useless in essence, because if something happened, I have no proof. Because I saw it live, but if I don't have it recorded somewhere, how can I prove someone stole a package or didn't drop something off? Or maybe some construction people were coming in and left early, and I literally can only see what's happening live. I have no proof to show anybody to back up what I'm saying. So it's literally useless.
And the thing is, my brother-in-law, we were actually talking, he's like, what products you like? I'm like, I'm liking the Eufy right these days. He manages some Airbnbs, and they have doorbells and videos to, see people who are coming and going. And I was like, well, what do you like about it? And it was like, there's no fees. And he was like, wait, really? Because, I mean, imagine 4 doorbells, 4 monthly fees. But that's just the doorbell. Then you have the cameras, and then you have the other. Eufy has cameras, no monthly fees. Eufy has the video doorbell, no monthly fee. That's where all of a sudden everyone's like, wait a second.
Yeah.
I'm going to switch and make the jump. Because I get it. You buy one camera, you're like, I want the whole system. I don't want to mix and match. That's why people are really happy with that Eufy experience, and it's very simple. We showed you how easy it is to set up. The quality and clarity is definitely there. But then those extra added features. Suzanne was talking about the 2 cameras. Yes. Capturing right in front of you, then capturing down, awesome. And one thing, okay, does that bottom camera need a light? You get one up here, all battery powered if you want, which is great because I don't have wiring, but if you want to do it and make it wired because you already have something. I was talking to the TS guest who had the cutting boards, and she was like, I love that it's battery operated because she has a video doorbell, which she replaced her existing doorbell, but she didn't like the angle. Because it was very limiting, because that's where, you know, when they installed the doorbell, they weren't thinking about view.
View, yeah.
And so this is where you have the functionality of lowering it, raising it up. You're not limited.
Well, like you said too, it's like maybe you just take it with you. You might be going somewhere else, and you want to keep a monitor and wherever you're at. You can always check what you're doing or who's around you or what have you. It's pretty brilliant, really. How do you recharge it, and how long does one charge last?
The charge is going to vary based on how much interaction. It just plugs in like your phone. So you just take it off the wall and just plug it on in. You get the mounting hardware.
Okay.
Remember, Eufy's the fastest growing company because they're giving us great tech. That's why they're winning the awards. But more people are cluing into the fact that, hold on, no more monthly fees, so I can look back, because we don't always get the notification right away. Like that could have happened. He would have had to catch him in the act normally. But because you have the recording aspect stored on board, 8 gigabytes. Oh, the other thing, you can actually expand the memory if you wanted to capture and save more too.
And it's totally weather safe, so you can have it snow, rain, whatever, it doesn't matter. I love, we didn't get to show you, but that night vision is in color.
Yes.
So if you have to identify someone's shirt and it's, you know, blue and pink or whatever, you actually can see it. And it's 2K.
Right.
Some of the most expensive TVs out right now are 4K, so this is, it's not even high def, it's 2K.
Right.
Like that's next level in terms of the quality that you're going to get. So that means you identify more, you can see more, you can zoom in on a license plate. If someone's pulling away or you can see the back of their car, you can identify more things because of how awesome the cameras are on there.
I can see the beading on your shirt. I mean, it's just great quality because you're not suspicious at all. But yeah, is it corduroy or I guess it's mesh?
It's a woven.
Woven, thank you.
It's a woven.
That's why you do the fashion stuff. I don't know what we're talking about. But remember, that's the top camera. Here's that bottom camera, which is great. You can set up the view, whether you want it picture in picture. Here's how you interact with the app. You can hit record. I've been turning on and off the light right down here, but you can set it to be automatic. And that illumination is going to give you that full color night vision with 2K quality, and everything is going to be stored on board. So you don't worry about a fee, right?
You'll never have a fee. You buy it right now, and then you never have to pay for another thing. It's brilliant.
And this is our last show, too.
Yeah, last show, it's $60 off. We have free shipping. We've got 5 flex pays. You can get this home for a $20 bill. And try it out. If you don't like it, always send it back. But now you do not have to pay any fees. Once you buy this, it's never another fee, and you will have all the footage. That's huge. I mean, yeah, Eufy's really kind of changing the game. That's why everybody's voting them. Well, and you hear me echo, voting them the best of the best. I mean, they really have. So try it tonight. Last and final quantity. We have how many left, Kev, with everybody on the line? Okay, we have less than 150 left total. That's for the whole country. This is nice too if you wanted it at a separate spot. Maybe you have a second place, or maybe you have an RV and you'd like to get some more eyes on that. That would be great. As long as you have Wi-Fi, you're good to go.
Yeah, because you want to get out and about, but you have eyes on.
Yeah, really. And you know what I like too about that is it is a sense of real security, because you really truly will know what's going on wherever you are. You could be, you know, you're across town. You could be